Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we got minorly murdered yesterday. It's unfortunate, to be sure, but it definitely did end up happening. And at this point, we are definitely going to need to, well, educate ourselves. And oddly enough, there's no one in our court with a stewardship education. Good thing that doesn't really matter because we can just send ourselves to university. So that's what we're going to do. And you might ask, why a stewardship education? Well, the answer is because we're low on domain limit right now. That's the whole thing. It's not going to be a problem later, almost certainly. But right now it is a problem, and I do want to get that solved. So for the time being, this does of course mean we're not truced with the vast majority of these, and we have additional kingdom level conquests. So we can attack the Byzantines with another kingdom invasion, if we had a good one to go after. Do we? Croatia's okay. Sicily, perhaps? Actually, Sicily would not be bad. Get them kicked off of here, and then we just have to worry about these areas, right? We go after, like, Cyprus eventually. We are currently not having enough prestige to declare this, so we might want to delay that ever so slightly. We're gaining 70.6 per month, so that's really not going to be a problem. Also, are we going to have any actual factionalism? We should figure that out. Perhaps. Okay. A lot of these are pretty borderline. We should probably fight these guys first, before we do anything else. Just allow these to fire. Right over here is actually not too bad. So this is out over in Isfahan. We can certainly consider dropping a rally point here. I like it. This is fine, whatever. We don't really care too much about these prisoners or about the money. They're now too weak to send an ultimatum. Okay, so there's currently not a faction. Currently. I don't want to hand out any titles over here, ideally. 11 is kind of our minimum. Our big problem at this point is that our mother only has 4 stewardship, and she is our current regent. I mean, as far as her regency goes, she's selfless, so that's not bad, right? But she is bad at her job. No doubt about that. I'm going to have her swell armies here as the goal. And let's declare on the Byzantines for the Kingdom of Sicily. I want to get them kicked out of the Italian region. So that'll be absolutely great. We're going to declare this war now. And we're going to raise up our forces around here. We'll need our men-at-arms. We'll need some amount of levy troops. How many of these are we going to need? He has, like, none. Okay. He does call a holy order. Let's raise up, like, 70k. That'll be more than sufficient. Okay, I guess we're getting 83k. Sounds good. So we're going to head in and start a siege, like, down here. It's kind of awkward, the pathing for the sieges, but it's fine. There is a faction here, and that's this guy. 2 months. Right after I declared it, too. Okay. We could definitely do something about it in theory. We could do something here, potentially. Nope. Maybe something in here. Maybe. We could also maybe just negotiate with somebody. We might have a pre-existing alliance here, but it's pretty unlikely, I think. Oh, hello. This guy might actually be good enough. 7.6%? No. He would not be good enough. But okay. Are there any others in here? I would like to delay this further. I want to fight them, but not right now, is what it comes down to. Okay. So for now, that's all relatively fine. Our main problem right now, of course, is that we are a bit low on our troop count due to being above our domain limit, right? That's a big problem right now. A lot of this is just because we're 4. This is not surprising. It's just the timing on this is slightly awkward for us. So we're going to hop up over here and get this siege done. The question is, who's going to be the leader? Isfahan? over here. That's actually not too bad. Okay, we can maybe work with this. So, we're going to head over here next. It is an awkward path to take. No doubt about that. Probably should have started here, but even then we're going to be backing off a bit. What do we get? Learning? Learning is not all that important. Stewardship would be where it would be at. Okay. So we're going to get that siege done, and then we're going to head down over here. We're at 15% war score right now. And the question is, when are these guys going to send their ultimatum, right? That's the question. For the time being, we're just going to have to get what we can get here. Okay. There's that siege done. No, don't do that. Do this. There we go. 18%. This will get us a decent chunk of war score. A secret exposed. Okay. Every day that goes by that they don't demand their freedom is a good day for us right now. So, we are one vassal above our limit at this moment. So that's probably a kingdom succession somewhere, is my guess. Most likely. As of right now, I'm not seeing anything immediately amenable to being moved into something. So for the moment, we'll just have to be above our limit, which is unfortunate. It makes our on-paper strength lower. Which means that they're more likely to demand, right? But we are 30% done with this war now. Make that 34. Over a third done with this war. And they haven't sent their demand yet, but it could be any moment now. Literally any moment. I want to check here. Catholic populace in 11 months. There's no nobles behind them. Okay, noted. So, what is this demand again? Faction to install this guy on the Navarra throne. Right. We do have a few siblings here. We could break the betrothals. I would prefer not to. We could also consider... We have a betrothed ourselves, don't we? We do. Okay. So there's nothing to be done there, in that case. Well, we'll just have to look to get this done as soon as possible. We've got some awkward situations brewing up with our factionalism, but given our age and how the succession occurred, I'm not surprised about this. Okay. We are over 2/3 done with this war now. So that's looking very good. We haven't seen any Byzantine forces yet. At a certain point, we're going to want to have these guys fired us. So that we don't end up with the situation that we did last time where we had the populace just spread out all over while we were fighting other wars and they broke away. Okay, this guy is demanding his contract to be changed using his hook. I guess that's fine. So we're at 75. We can siege here, and that'll get us some. Amiable is being a jerk. Sure. We'll pay. That doesn't matter. We have over a million gold right now. It really, really doesn't matter. So we're at 87% on this war goal now. So far, so good. I'm mildly confused why they haven't sent their demand yet. But we'll accept it. 98%, so this next siege will end it. That's amazing. I can't believe they've held off this long. Okay, we're good. We are good. So we disband our troops here, and of course, we need to hand out a bunch of titles here, right? I'm going to do this on the kingdom level, so we're going to grab the kingdom title, and we're going to grant that over to this guy. So he is going to be a vassal, and is going to be taking up a vassal slot, but we'll do it that way, and then he can get some of this territory rather than giving it to Aquitaine. So that would be good. Next up, the question becomes, what can we do about our vassals? We're now 3 vassals above, which is, I guess, fine. At this point, we basically need our rebellion to happen, right? That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it comes down to, is we need our rebellion to happen so we can do title revocations. So now, this guy can send his ultimatum at any time. These guys will be ready soon. At this point, I'd rather these guys just fire. Okay, this guy firing now? Ooh, that's awkward timing. We're not going to be threatened, obviously. And we're going to have to come fight him over here in Isfahan. So that's going to be top priority for the moment, but those Catholic populace are going to be brewing up very, very soon. That's the thing here. And we know what danger that can be. We can conquer them back, to be clear. But we know that it can be a danger. Now, how many troops do these guys actually have? 800,000? Okay. We probably are just going to do that for now, and we're going to head on in towards his capital. And we'll raise a few extra as well. Actually meant for these to be not split, but whatever. And yeah, now these guys fire. You want freedom? You'll have it in death. Okay, so this Catholic uprising has fired. Where is it, even? Should be over in Europe, right? Okay, primarily out over this direction. These guys are going to fight them somewhat. So that's good. That is very, very good. This siege is finished. I want to split off a siege force down here. About 20k will do. And I want to wander on up over this way with our siege force coming down here. There's going to be a lot of sieges that are going to be happening to us. That's definitely going to be the case. And we are going to do that. There we go. Yes, all of these can go away, please. Thank you. I'm aware that there's a lot of them. Okay, so they're going to be fighting up over here. We're raising up a few extra troops, and we're going to group these guys together and stop gathering at this point. So I want to stop gathering, and we're going to come up over here. Then, we're going to head up over this direction. There's a lot of Catholics up over here. No doubt about that. And we're just going to start raising some forces over here that are intended to start stack wiping some of these. Now, our vassals are working on some of them, to be sure. We also need a new chancellor. That will be this guy. Cool. And we're heading up here to catch these guys. Eventually, we'll get there. Okay, I want to... What would the siege be? Over here? That's a mildly awkward place to be sieging, but okay. Okay, they're moving this direction. Good. That looks good. No problem there, in theory. Hopefully, we immediately eliminate this war. That would be ideal. But how are things going on our gathering out over this way? 100k? This should be sufficient for these purposes. So we're going to head here, and then we're going to head here. And we're just looking to make it ideally impossible for them to actually end their war. That would be the ideal scenario here. But we'll see how that goes. We have our reinforcements coming in over here. I don't expect us to stack wipe the... Ooh, these guys actually arrived in time. Oh, and these guys are going to too. I didn't see an indicator here. That's actually unfortunate. We did wrap up this battle. Eventually. Eventually. Can you guys retreat? They can't yet. Yeah, I did not see an indicator over here. So we're going to group these guys together and head on over. Okay. We did manage to retreat, and that's an awkward place to retreat to. It's actually fine. We'll be sieging there. Whatever. So we're heading on in over this way, trying to catch their forces. Unfortunately, we don't succeed in catching them there. I do want to head up over this direction and see what's going on here. Okay. So far, that looks reasonably fine. Cool. So, heading down this direction, our siege force is, of course, retreating over here. They are grouping together over on this front here. We might need additional forces over here. We'll see. I guess we'll group these guys together. There we go. And we're not actually catching any of these down here right now. Mildly awkward. Okay. We need to head, like... This is a really weird way to head. We need to head, like, this way. They paused here for a bit. We might be able to catch a chunk of them here. But no, they're just faster than us. Which is unfortunate. Okay, so we're going to catch some of them here. They're going to bring in reinforcements, and we might want to raise up some of our own, right? So I'm going to drop a rally point out over here, and we're going to raise everything we've got at this moment. Now, I want to pop back over here and keep an eye on what's going on here. Okay, so we need to head up over, like, this way for the time being. That'll do for now. Okay, so they're piling forces in here, and lots of them. Our troops are higher quality, and it looks like we're going to be able to pull this off. Yes, we are going to be able to pull that off. Cool. We definitely want to raise some reinforcements over here, and there is another faction theoretically behind this independence faction. Gross. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do about them. Where are they even going to be? Okay. That's kind of all over the place. So for the time being, this is reasonably fine. Ish. But it's very laggy. No doubt about that. This isn't shocking necessarily. And how are we doing at making our way up here? Okay, there's that independence demand. Will not be threatened. And so these guys are, of course, breaking free, or trying to break free. And we'll see what we can do about them. If we can scroll over. This is just getting laggier. Okay. Let's head over here. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. People are very angry. They're very upset. So we're going to reinforce out over here, and I'd like to head into their capital here. Where is their war leader? He is in this army. Okay. So we've got reinforcements on the way. We are winning this battle, but we are absolutely not going to stack wipe them. That's for sure. We need to bring more forces in. Okay. So that battle is over at this point. Now I want to head up over here and ensure that we can take over their capital. Then we're going to hop over this direction. And these guys are going to see about eliminating some of these populists. We do need to deal with the populists. They're just so spread out, right? Like, and there's a lot of them. It's going to be awkward. But these guys delayed their war just long enough to create this sort of awkwardness. So there's that. So up we go. We'll arrive up here eventually once we fight our way through the lag. These guys just stack wiped. So that's magnificent. We're going to come around over here. And hopefully we get something decent out of their capital. They just finished up a bunch of sieges here, it looks like. Okay, so that'll stack wipe for sure. 100%. The siege of their capital is just about done. Now it is done. We captured his son and heir. That's great. The question is, where is he actually physically located? He is in this army here. So we want to continue chasing them. Absolutely. We're going to catch some of them here. Yep, that looks good. So we're going to catch them there and continue to siege. I want to check in on how we're doing up here. The answer is we have arrived, but we need to take out this guy. Okay. That's fine for the moment. We're going to attempt to scroll in here, but I can't do that. There we go. Now it's activated. Excellent. So, this siege is now over. We're going to continue to siege something out here. It's actually going to be here. Okay. We wrap up this battle. We need to group these guys together and head out over here. Cool. So we're at 57% for one of these. And we can secure the Mediterranean. Okay, yes, do it. Nobody can oppose us. Absolutely. That sounds good. So the Mediterranean is now secured. And the question, of course, is, where else can we go? We can go attack these guys over here. Looks good. Now, this is going to be a bit of a problem. We've just got enemies everywhere right now. And this is what happens when you get just randomly murdered. That's for sure. We're going to make our way up over this way. Where is the war leader here? It's unfortunate that we haven't managed to capture him yet. We're going to fight here, looks like. That sounds good. Do it. So that siege is over. We're at 76%. So we're going to have some battles out over this way. And that looks great. And we've got another populist uprising. Okay. That's going to go well. Well, we'll have to do some reconquest, possibly. We'll see what ends up happening with these. Actually. So we've got populists like... Oh, man. It's so low frame rate now. With all of these guys just everywhere. Yeah. Game's struggling. No doubt about that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to raise up some additional forces up over here. Get rid of all those for now. I'm going to raise up some additional forces over here. And we're also going to hire in some men-at-arms and maybe even holy orders. We can't hire the holy orders, but we can definitely hire some of these guys. Okay, we're going to hire like every mercenary that exists. Every single one of them. And maybe we're not going to raise anything over here. Okay. There we go. We've got lots of cash. This is not a problem, right? We are going to need to raise some forces here. Cool. So down over this way, we are, of course, heading over here to continue to fight these populists. Cap of 150. Okay, that's kind of gross. So we're going to eliminate these guys here. And this siege will finish soon-ish. There we go. It is now done. We're going to wander down over this way. We're at 72% war score right now. We win this battle easily. Okay, that puts us at 75% war score. We're now capped with battle war score, aren't we? No, we're actually only at 10% battle war score. Interesting. Okay, so we're still working on eliminating some of these forces over here, right? Once these guys are eliminated, we can hopefully head over and deal with this independence war. This is the one that I think is next most dangerous. And let's hop over this way if we can. There we go. We have to reset that apparently. And we're going to fight here. That looks good. How are we doing here for troop count? That looks good. We have enough troops here, I think. And we're going to meander on up and look to fight some of these guys. We'd like to eliminate the leader of the populist uprising, who is up over here. Okay, so that's the goal there. Over here, of course, it's going to take some time. We're at 75% right now. I want to stack wipe these guys down over here. This siege is now over. We're going to hop here. We're at 90% war score for this war. Very, very close here. Now we're at 80. Okay. So we'll eliminate this force. There we go. And we'll eliminate this one next. Okay. I think we just won a battle, perhaps up over this way. Okay, we're fighting all of them right now. That seems relatively fine for the moment. What's not fine, of course, is this situation over here. We will have to deal with that. But for right now, I really, really want to eliminate this force over here. So we need to continue to siege out over this way. There we go. This will, of course, stack wipe. And we're going to catch these guys up here. They are finishing up sieges, though, which is very sad. So that's a claim on the Empire of Navarra. Right. We did not catch this force here, which it said that we would. That is very disappointing. Very, very, very disappointing there. And these are not getting us all that much war score down here. We're at 92. Where is their leader at? He is in this army. We need to catch this army. We do have allies in this area. This should stack wipe. This may end the war here. We'll see. Anything? No. Okay. So that's fine if I can select these. There we go. Frame rate is a bit of a struggle right now. No doubt about that with all of this going on. We're going to wander up here and continue to fight. Yeah, these are a problem. No doubt about it. We're having bad luck on getting this war quickly eliminated. That's for sure. Now, I want to check on the status of these armies over here. So I would like to head down this way, and I would like to have these guys stop this siege for the moment. I want to come down here. Okay. So we're making some progress there. And we have all of this going on, of course. So we're going to head up. How's this siege going? Needs additional time. Okay. And we are, of course, heading in to fight over here. They're fighting each other, which is nice. And we're going to come up over this way. We're at 93% war score right now. Okay. We've got this battle that's going to be ongoing shortly. We are not actually engaged in this at this moment. Down to 86 now because they finished another siege. Very rude. We do control war target here, so that is a good sign for us. We need this battle to end so that we can start heading elsewhere. Like, very badly. Come on, battle. You can end. Okay. Now we're fighting them there, and we finished this siege. We're back up to 90% war score. And again, these guys are all fighting each other. And we're back down to 80 war score from them sieging. Okay, that's fine. Can they end it from here, though? No, they cannot. So we probably want to extricate ourselves from here. That said, there's this right here. Man, these timings are rough. No doubt about that. We are having a tough go of it here. We are fighting up over here right now, and hopefully that'll end this one. This is looking real bad, though. The Khazar Orthodox Uprising. We can reconquer this. I'm not too concerned about that. We've had that happen before. So we're probably going to have some losses from this awkward timing. I think that's very, very clear at this point. Let's wrap up this war, or rather this battle here. Hopefully we capture somebody of use. That would be awfully nice. Okay. And from here, we absolutely need to start making our way, like, somewhere off over this way. So where are these guys at? They control their war target. They're not that far away, actually. Literally right here would do the trick. So we're going to have this finish its siege. We're actually at 98% right now. That just jumped up. This could end this war. So we're kind of saying goodbye to the Khazars at this point. This war is over. Good. We're saying goodbye to the Khazars at this point. This, we need to get the ticking war score on. That's the top priority. These populists, I'm actually not super concerned about at this juncture. Okay. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see what ends up happening with the rest of this. It's going to be very awkward. I think that we straight up lose this Orthodox Uprising. I think we just can't get here in time at this point. We'll have to reconquer them. I'm not too concerned about that. We should have de jure claims on basically all of it, and we should be able to reconquer that relatively quickly. Hopefully this kid doesn't get murdered straight away like all of our other rulers basically have been. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.